Paris conference. But given that Ian Johnson was leaving and Graham was coming on, it sort of like flew right past them. It sounds a little crazy, but that sometimes happens. Anyway, we at CACOR have put a lot of emphasis on climate change. So much of what we do has to do with subjects around climate change. One of them that you discussed just before, water. We had one with Robert Sanford, who is an international expert in the area, and he did come to speak to us about that issue. And at this point, I just want to introduce Joe Kennedy. He wasn't with us yesterday, but Joe has a company that does the sanitation. Please. And Joe has a company that works in this cleaning water and in a more organic fashion. So if you want to hear more about it, you can talk with him at break time. So we had something on water. We also continue every year to have a luncheon on women, and the person who presented to us last year, Hazel, I can't remember, Menzie. She, her video is up on our website, and I'll get back to the website in a minute. And then Peter Mackey actually gave us a wonderful presentation on small islands and the effect of climate change on small islands. This fall, we will, as Ted spoke to you earlier, in October, a panel on energy. So we will continue with that theme that has been developed. In November, we're going to be talking about air quality, and we have an expert in our area, Bill Pugsley, who runs a blog on air quality, and the former chair of CMOS in Ottawa is going to be presenting in November on that. And then in December, we're going to be talking about health and food and climate change. So that's how CACOR is continuing and how we feed into the areas identified when we did the first continental dialogues. There's one, we not only have a program, but we add on programs. That was just to get your attention. We also add on extra events, and one of the events we added on this year, and we spoke about it, we added action. This was 2 people put up. 20 CACOR members decided to participate in this. This was wonderful, a wonderful experience for those who don't know what a force is. I said to Rob, I think it's a brainstorming session prior to a modeling session that you would do. And I said to Brad yesterday, I think modeling is just a practical way of looking at systems theory in my head. I sort of looked at it that I'm trying, but this session turned out to be so interesting because we chose 2 axes. We chose the planet and we chose engagement. So we were looking at 4 possible scenarios. Now, if you're a creative person, what an amazing thing to do, to write a scenario for, to do backcasting on how you get to do it. So we will be presenting the results of this session in September to our Ottawa group. And of course, we will hopefully, who was there as well, make connections to what we did here, so that people can then, those who are CACOR members who were not able to participate, can sort of have a tie-in to what went on today. So, and I think the other thing that CACOR does, and again, it's a continuation for you people here, is our website. And here I'd just like to point out Art Hunter and Yasmin, who are working very hard at keeping the... What they've done is, Art has created